Hey guys, using the sales module in Odoo 19, but things are not working properly. So you guys might be making these common mistakes, like they can affect your entire business workflow. So if you're a beginner or if you're using Odoo 19 sales module to complete your sales workflow inside your company, this video is most perfect one. Okay. So let's start. What are the mistakes that you guys are regularly doing and how to fix them? Okay. So the first mistake is actually confirming order without checking the stock. So many users confirm sales order without checking the stock availability. So as you all know that creating the sales quotation is very important. Okay. So starting from the customer specification and giving a particular expiration date, quotation date and everything, you need to add the product, right? So before adding any kind of product, you must need to check your inventory or your stock level. If you have enough stock, that you guys have enough stock to, deliver or sell to your customer. If it's not, you need to make a reorder rule, or if you guys need to create a purchase order as well. So that's the fixing thing. But if you don't know how to check them, I'll show you the simple method. Like I want to sell a product which is okay. Let me provide it is cozy sweater. Okay, I have a product which is cozy sweater. Now you can see here you can find an icon which shows like it is a graph. Okay. So by clicking on this option, you can see the availability and the forecasted stock and everything from here itself. Okay. Like this is the availability of your stock. It forecasted stock is 50 units, and then we can see available. All planned operation include. There we have enough stock, which means 50 orders. But what about if you're just not checking it? Yeah, you are actually going to sell a product which is not there in your inventory. So you can simply use this option to see the availability of your product. So always make sure that if you guys are selling any kind of product, there we have available stock in there. Okay. So if you're not checking that, or if this particular graph is showing that in a red color, it's actually that we don't have stock inside our inventory. So you guys are proceeding with the low stock, or there is no stock in the inventory module. There we have a result of delivery issues and back orders. So always check the inventory before confirming it. Now let's talk about the second mistake, which means wrong product type. So as you all know that while creating any kind of product inside Odoo 19 sales module or purchase module, whatever it is, you need to provide the correct product type. So I'll show you how to make sure that. So this is the product which is cozy sweater. I'm moving on to the internal link of this product. Okay. So moving on to there, this is the first step that you need to do, because you need to provide which is the type of your product. Okay, like goods are tangible materials and merchandise you provide. A service is a non-material product you provide. So here we have three options, which is goods, service, and combo. So basically, goods are the storable one. Okay, storable one, and there we have a storable one which is consumed in a very short term or a long term period as well. So there we have goods, and there we have services. So services basically an intangible one. We cannot touch that in a physical way, because Cybers always provide, like we are providing any kind of what um like we can say it is, you guys are providing any kind of subscription for any kind of software. It is actually a service. We can't see that. Okay, we can only get the, I mean what get the good thing from that by resubscribing it. Okay, so that's basically the service, and there you can see this is the compo, like adding two of the product, that is actually compo. So here we have the product type. Okay, like if you are going to provide this as a sandwich, it is a compo product, like we are adding uh, uh more product in that particular one thing. Okay, so that's the product type. So make sure you are providing the correct product type. Okay, like using our wrong product type, like storable versus consumable versus service, will be giving you a big headache while you are just creating any kind of sale orders. Okay, So if you are just moving with a wrong product type, we have the result which is no inventory movement and as well as no accounting impact there. Okay, so choose the correct type based on your product that you have created. And the third mistake is not configuring the invoicing policy. So as you all know that we have the delivery policy, which means invoicing policy, that before the delivery or after the delivery. So you can simply configure that option while you creating any kind of product as well. So this is the invoicing policy. So there we have two type of option, which is order based on the ordered quantity and the delivered quantity. So the ordered quantity mentioned that invoice quantities are ordered by the customer, and the delivered quantity, which means invoice quantities delivered to the customer. So you guys are choosing when we need to create an invoice. Okay, after the delivery or before the delivery. So it is basically ordered quantity. So you can create an invoice after ordering the product by the customer, not after the delivery. Okay, and then you can do the delivery. So you need to make sure which kind of invoicing policy that you are just chosen or selected. So, if you are not set a proper invoicing policy, invoice not generated correctly inside your sales module or while you creating a sales order. So, choose a ordered quantity or a delivered quantity from the beginning of creating a particular product. Okay. So now let's talk about which is the fourth mistake, like skipping delivery process. Okay. So we talk about the invoicing policy. So as that important, we have the delivery. So in this base, we can create an invoice and after we can provide the delivery. So this is the workflow. I'm going to confirm this quotation. We are still in the quotation side. I'm going to confirm the quotation. Okay, we didn't provide the quantity. Yeah, we have the quantity. I just provided the quantity as one, no problem, for the customer which is open word. So you can see that you can create an invoice because the invoice button is activate now. You can create an invoice. I'm going to create this as a regular invoice. After creating that, you need to provide the delivery after confirming the invoice that you need to give. So most of the people are not actually delivering the product. Like after completing the invoice, they are directly move on to the pay session, but not creating the delivery. How we can simply see that moving on to the sale order back, there we have two options. We created the invoice, but we didn't validate the delivery of your customer. So if you are not creating it, you should move to the inventory module and you need to process the delivery. But from here itself, while creating a sale order, you can simply do that by clicking on the option. You can fix that. Just simply click on validate option. You are done with the delivery to your customer. After that, you can create the payment and you can do all such things by moving on to the invoice side. Okay. So yeah, if you are not creating an invoice without any kind of delivery, what will happen? The wrong stock and wrong COGS will be happening there. Okay, so always validate or like you are done with the delivery after creating an invoice or before creating an invoice. Okay, so sorry, not before creating an invoice, after creating an invoice, that is actually based on your invoicing policy. So once you're done with it, you can move with the payment as well. So now let's talk about the fifth mistake, which is not linking sales with accounting module. Okay, so here you can see if I just created any kind of sale order, I just provided the correct account here, from which account we need to take. I mean, we need to get the amount and everything, which account that or which J we should use. So you need to link the accounting module or the account that is perfectly apt for the product while you are selling it, or either you can move on to the product side and there we have an option or tab for the accounting. So you must need to provide the correct income account, in which income account after selling this product you should get the money. Okay, so I'm going to provide this as the income account. Here we have other income or the product sale, the same thing, which is the main income account. So there we have product sale. I'm going to choose that, and under the expense account, I'm going to provide the correct expense account that I'm choosing. Okay. After onwards, here it is mapped very correctly, and you will get the accurate accounting details and everything. So if you are just skipping out the accounting details of the product and under the sales order, the revenue is actually not recording in correct way. So you can't find which is the income and expense account. Okay. So you must need to provide this. Now, what is the sixth mistake is wrong customer configuration. Okay, like customer not configure properly, or if you don't know about the customer and providing the correct details, it's actually giving you the payment issues, reconciliation problems, and everything. So, do with that. And the seventh mistake is actually ignoring tax configuration. So, as you all know, that while creating any kind of sales order, there you can find a tax. So, if your company is just implying any kind of sales tags or purchase tag while you are creating purchase order or creating a sales order, you guys are providing, or your company is giving any kind of taxes, you should give the tax from here itself before confirming it. Okay, so just give that. So ignoring your tax will be giving you a wrong invoice totals or wrong report every time. Okay, so make sure that you provided the correct taxes. Here I don't want to provide it, that's why I provided it as zero exports. Okay, now let's talk about the eighth mistake, like not understanding the sales workflow incorrectly. So I have seen this for many of the users who are beginners to the sales module. So you should understand, in sales module here our workflow is starting from the quotation itself. Okay, I'll show you. From the quotation itself, you are creating the first step inside our sales module, starting from the quotation, confirming that into a sale order, moving the stages like this. And after that, you can create an invoice, or you can move with the delivery, and you can move with the payment as well. So we didn't even created a payment. By clicking on the pay option, you can create the payment with different kind of journals, like what kind of journal that you need to provide your customer. After that, you can simply create this. So that's in payment. So I choose this as a bank journal. After the reconciliation, it will be moving on to the paid session. Okay, so you must need to understand this is the workflow. Okay, now let's talk about the ninth mistake, which is duplicating orders and invoices. Okay, so in certain cases we have an advantage inside Odoo 19, which is you can duplicate the orders, and you can add quantity of the product in a different type. Or as well, this is a mistake. Okay, like you guys are just don't know about, we have created the payment and everything, but you guys are actually creating a new one or duplicating the same sale order will give you different kind of problems, like duplicate revenue or confusions among you. So don't do it. And here we have the last mistake, which is not checking report. So once you are created any kind of sale order, completing with the payments and everything, you can move on to the reporting session. And there we have the sales, and you can check the reporting. Okay, the sales reports and the profit and loss inside the accounting module. So it will be giving you an accurate data about what you have done inside your company. So that's the last thing that you need to do. Okay, so please avoid these mistake while you're using sales module. So if this video helped you to, I mean, you guys to avoid the common mistake or regular mistake inside Odoo 19 sales module, like this video, subscribe. I'll be back with another kind of tutorials like this, the mistakes or something like that. So please comment down below which mistake you faced in your Odoo 19 I mean application launcher or Odoo 19. So till the next video, bye bye.